Welcome to the Not House Podcast.
Good morning.
Today is what? Saturday, June 20th?
I believe it is.
And this is podcast number
38.
We looked it up. We cheated and looked it up this time. So I'm Heather.
And I'm Cathy.
And we have the Not House in Frederick, Maryland. So thank you for watching. And we are sitting here talking about what our plans are to open. And we didn't come up with any decisions.
I think one thing that we need to explain, even though I feel funny having to explain it, but one thing is I'm going to have my shoulder replaced in 3 weeks. And that is part of the reason that we have not opened up on a limited basis already.
Right.
So...
And you didn't have that scheduled. You didn't know when you were going to be able to schedule it.
No, I did not. I had the appointment before COVID, and then, of course, they canceled all of what they call elective surgeries. At this point, I don't know that it's elective. But, so then they called and we scheduled it for July 9th.
So she has to quarantine herself. You have to quarantine yourself for what, 14 days? 10 days?
No, 5 days.
Beforehand.
Yeah, I do.
Wonder why it's 5 really though.
The COVID test is good for 5 days.
So anyway, so we've got that going on. So we were just talking about, I said, well, we could open on an appointment basis and everybody would just have to deal with me. And she said, well, that's fine. Are you going to tell people their 30 minutes is up? And I said, do you think I have a problem telling people? And she said, no. So I don't know. There's a lot of things to consider. And one of the things Mom said was she didn't want us to open and then have to close. So, I mean, there is that too.
Right. Online is still going to be open. Carissa's going to come in 2 days a week and ship out. Things may not go out the day they come in, but she'll come in on Monday and Thursday. And
yep. So we haven't decided. We haven't decided. As of today, we're not open.
Well, but we're open every way except for you coming in the door.
Right. So with that in mind, we have a ton of yarn on the table, and Mom and I spent some time this morning looking at new patterns that we haven't knit and Mom hasn't knit, but things that if we had time and had knitting people, maybe not knitting people, but everybody's list is long about what they want to knit, right? So a couple of things that we think would be fun to do, and we have picked out a bunch of yarn ideas to do those. So we're going to show you those. We've gotten some new yarns in.
Everything is on the website.
Everything is on the website.
We have a couple of
I'm trying to think of what
new
else.
yarns coming in. It isn't like we're going to close forever. It's not like we're going forward. We've gotten a lot of new yarns in, and we've got new yarns ordered.
Yeah.
So it's just timing wise, me being old and having to have surgery, it just,
Yeah.
there's some things.
Well, it's hard. It's hard to be mean.
Well,
I mean,
I had a lady.
I guess mean's not the right word. It's hard to enforce rules, I don't like wearing a mask.
I don't either. Carissa and I
Get makeup all on the inside of it. There's no reason
to
wear lipstick or put makeup on.
But I had a lady that was traveling from Florida, I think, to New Jersey, and they had made a special trip out of their way.
And you still told them no.
And I told them no.
Yeah.
It's hard enough for me to think I'm going to have surgery and nobody's going to be there.
Right. They won't let me be at the hospital with her when she has surgery.
The thought of having COVID and nobody being there, that's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So
it is.
if I get weak, I think about that. And I knew you weren't going to be able to stay with me. But when she said, well, whoever's bringing you will just drop you off and then we'll call them to come get you the next day. I'm like, oh, it's me too.
Yeah.
So
anyway, but you're gonna get through the surgery, and then you're gonna. She'll be the bionic woman.
2 hips and a shoulder.
And I'm next. I guarantee it. So anyway, let's talk about what you're wearing, Mom. I know we posted this on Instagram, so you guys have seen it probably.
I am wearing the Hug Shot shawl.
Right, by Casapinka.
By Casapinka.
That was the recent one that she just did.
It is.
For the yarn shops, so that the pattern was available.
With the purchase of yarn.
Yep.
Now, that is no longer, but
right.
We still have the kits up.
Did we show that color, that, what did we call that bug? June bug?
Lightning bug.
Lightning bug. We showed it on it's been a long time since we've podcasted.
It's been a month.
Okay, well, I don't have lightning bug on the table. So lightning bug is the color, if you guys didn't see this on Instagram. This was the night that I made Mom come help me.
I think we talked about it on a live, maybe.
Maybe that's what we did. Mm-hmm. So, Mom hasn't really helped me that much in this dye studio as far as colors. Watching me or knowing anything. So, I had gotten some new dyes in, right? And so, I was showing her how I test the dyes and do them or whatever. And so, I don't know what this one is that's the yellow, but she said she got excited about that iridescent yellow one. So, anyway, so this is what we came up with. It wasn't exactly how we wanted it to come up with, but...
No, it's more green than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
But it looks really good with the essential blue.
Take it off for a second. So this is not really a triangle. It's a skinny triangle shape.
Asymmetric.
Yeah.
Boomerang, I think.
Or a skinny triangle.
I think boomerang is what Casapinka.
Actually, if we wanted to be really specific and refer to geometry, there's actually a name for it, but I don't remember what it is. But anyway, it makes it easy to wear.
It does. You can just kind of throw it on
and it's just 2 skeins.
It is. And the pattern was easy enough.
Now, wasn't there something that she did clever on that you said you wanted to talk about?
She has you do a purl stitch, the first stitch. And in doing that, when you're doing the stripes...
You mean on the first stitch on the edge?
On the edge, in the first stitch.
On the next row, every row?
Every row.
So I have to be clear. Stitch. I have to be clear, because people don't know what the first stitch is.
Well, that's the first stitch on a row.
We didn't say on a row, we just said the first stitch.
So what it does is it carries the yarn up for you. By doing that purl stitch the way you...
So you don't have to mess with it. You don't have to mess with carrying it up.
Right, it just automatically carries up for you. And I thought that was very clever.
Okay. I am wearing ranunculus.
Very nice.
Which I have worn before on the podcast. This is, it's amazing to me how this pattern continues to be on the top page. And there's so many pretty versions of it. This one, if you haven't tried the ranunculus, I noticed that Melissa from Miss Bostry Coat, she did it in linen. No mohair. And it looked really pretty too. So it just depends on what kind of look you want. But there's so many different ways of doing it. There's a long sleeve version too. Mm-hmm. And I probably should have this in more than this color, but again, who has time? I haven't even finished what I'm supposed to be doing. So, but it's good because it's only 2 skeins. It's a fingering and a mohair. So you could, if you were just doing fingering, how would that work, Mom? If you were just doing fingering?
It's a little more open. I don't really think that mohair changes the gauge that much.
You don't?
I don't. Some people think it does. Some people think a mohair and a fingering make a DK, and I don't think it does.
Anyway, so this color is fine china with deco. And I don't have any fine china right this minute to show you, but I will dye some up so that it's here, so that if you guys decide you wanted to do it, you can do it. It'll be on the website. So that's an option. But one of my new colors, Bohemian, which we haven't talked about this one either because we haven't podcasted, right?
I think we talked about it on a live, and that's all.
Bohemian. This was one of the colors that I did special for
the hug shot.
The hug shot, yep. And I don't remember which color I paired it with, but this is also a new one. This one's called Crush. It's a really pretty red. It's a deep red. So the two look really pretty together. But I also did mohair in Bohemian. So
which is really pretty.
This would be really pretty. Done in the ranunculus or the or anything actually. I mean,
love notes.
You could do love notes. I keep saying I want to do that pattern too, just because I think it would be a good one to have here in the shop.
We have one.
I know, but we have it in Ching, and we don't have Ching anymore.
That's true.
You know, when people want the color that it's in. Do you have this blue?
I don't have that blue, but I
have a different blue. No, I want this blue. Anyway, I was gonna say something else. About something else. Oh, the rocket tee.
Yes.
And Mom said, Heather, do you want me to make the rocket tee for you? And it's not that I don't want the rocket tee, but I want Mom to design. I don't want her to keep making all the sweaters for me. So I told her to design something for me instead. So I told her I didn't want the rocket tee, but this would be a really, really pretty rocket tee.
Yes, it would.
Matter of fact, this is what you wanted to do, right?
Yep.
Oh, I forgot we had the rocket tee right here. So Carissa did this one.
She did.
And she used Signs of Spring and Blue Eyes of Steel mohair?
Yes. Ah, this could be green eggs.
Oh, is that green? That's green eggs. Yeah. So there's so many combos, and do we still have these kits up on the website?
We do. We have a few kits up on the website. Somebody told me that all of the kits that we had up on the website looked like it was the same color, meaning Romeo with Romeo mohair.
Oh.
Or Pink Lady and Pink Lady mohair. And we do, but it's still going to look different.
Right. And truthfully, well, this one's not up as a kit.
No.
We haven't put this up as a kit because I don't think I had this color when it came out.
Right.
And it's hard to constantly keep up with all of the kits, with all of the stuff. Anyway, this is Bohemian. And
I want to mention one thing about the sweater.
Okay.
Tanis writes a lovely pattern.
Tanis Fiber Arts.
But what she did is, see how you have the yarn overs and the raglan here?
Yeah.
She did that down the side as well. Carissa started it.
Yeah.
And she decided she really didn't want it that open down the side.
Down the side.
Right. So she did, I don't know, one stripe of it, and then she stopped.
Okay.
The other thing I want to mention about it is...
Did she lengthen it? No, she didn't. You told me she didn't lengthen it.
No, she didn't lengthen it. She can wear it without a camisole.
Oh, it's not that see-through.
Well, there's white behind it here, so you can see. You know, it's not as see-through as you would think it would be.
Right. Well, I think when Tanis did it, she did it in a pretty blue, right? Wasn't hers done in a pretty blue?
It was.
And I think she had a white T-shirt on behind it, or a white camisole or something. Maybe it doesn't matter that I'm even saying this, but that might have just shown up the contrast a little bit more. Because it was a darker blue.
Right.
It's pretty.
We've got several people doing it.
So this is 2 skeins? How many skeins is this one?
1 and 1.
1 and 1? Oh, that's right. And if you do the bigger size, it's 2 and 2. Because it's really just 2 sizes.
No.
No?
No.
It's just that the 2 skeins take you all the way up as far as it goes?
As far as it goes.
Okay.
That was one thing we got asked, what about bigger sizes? Well, I made sure that I covered all the sizes when we were doing kits. So this takes you to a 40. 1 and 1 takes you, I think, it's a 40 or a 41.
Okay.
And then 44 through 60, I believe, is 2 and 2.
Okay. I mean, I could show you guys all the different combos, but I don't think we need to. I mean, if you wonder about something that you see on the website, we have mohair, and if there's something that if there's something that you don't see, call Mom and she'll tell me to dye it up. That's what she does. She tells me what to do. You guys think she doesn't, but she does.
I ask. Usually with a please.
Yeah. Okay, so that's that. I mentioned the colors that are new. There's one more that's unicorn, but that's okay. I don't have it up here.
Well, there's unicorn. There's also
there's
Loch
Crush,
Ness, which is your very darkest green.
Oh yeah, the new dark green. So anyway, so that's that. So we talked about the Rocket Tee. Oh, was this the Unwind shawl, Mom? It is, right?
Yes.
By Tracy Millar?
Yes.
Can you guys see that okay?
Well, you could take it off of there.
I could.
You want me to put it on?
This is fingering, right?
It is.
It's in pearl. Yeah. You can put it on. The navy's gonna... you'll be able to see it on your blue. It is a triangle shawl for sure. It's a deep triangle. What?
Carissa's husband said on one of the pictures that it looked like a bathing suit, a one-piece bathing suit.
Oh, I know. I thought the same thing with the way you did it, and I but I knew if I commented and told her that, Mom, that looks like. So Mom takes pictures. She sends them to me, and then if I like them, I'll post them on Instagram. And I didn't have the patience or the time to criticize the picture that you put up. But it did because it came down here.
Well, it's a very long.
We digress.
So this is the one that our friend in Colorado did.
Yep.
She did a great job.
She did a great job on it. She used Starlight, which is the variegated blue, and Mont Blanc. And it's really kind of simple, right? It's there's yarn overs
and stripes
some garter, some stockinette.
So it's just enough to keep you interested.
Right, and that's just 2 skeins also.
It is.
Now, are we still doing the pattern for free with that one if they buy the yarn?
We have been.
Okay. And that we still have that kit on the website, and that's the Unwind shawl by Tracy Millar. And even if you don't do mine, I mean, we're going to show you guys so much yarn combos. It's insane. But yeah. So that was awfully nice. It was awfully nice of Patty to do that for us. So I didn't say her last name.
Okay.
She'll be okay.
All right.
Thank you, Patty. All right, so then, did you get the name of the pattern for this one?
I did.
Miss Benita did this one. I think it's really, 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 really gorgeous.
So this is Bellamisa.
Bellamisa.
And it's by Michelle Wang.
Did Michelle do it in Plucky?
I don't know.
Okay, because I know that she's the designer for Plucky now, right?
She is. So what you can't see
It's gorgeous.
is
So this is in sorry, Mom. This is in Julie Osselin Journey.
Is that this is ribbed. So if it would fit your body because it would stretch a little. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a honeycomb.
It's really pretty.
And
I
it's
really like this rib section here too.
honeycombed on the back.
It's a perfect honeycomb.
It is.
Is honeycomb hard to take out if you make a mistake?
It's a cable, so not
Like a herringbone or something like that, or
no.
brioche.
No.
Now you said that these are set in sleeves, Mom?
They are set in sleeves, and it's seamed. It's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. Look at that seam. You guys, you can't even see it because the rib hides it too.
Yep.
So, tell us about the journey again, Mom. What is its content?
The journey is a ram brulee and targhee. Can you believe it?
Is it Targhee or Target?
Target's Target.
It's Target.
I believe it's targhee. I could be wrong.
Do we have the same yellow color? Or did
Or
Benita wipe us out with the
Benita-
yellow when she did this?
She did. But I can get it.
Okay.
So there's just this color and one other cup. The minted we're out of. And one other chartreuse green.
Now, on a price point, it's of course it's not as much yardage, right?
No, it's not. It's so it's a little pricey.
It is because you need more.
Well, a skein's just a little over 200 yards.
And this is non-superwash.
Non-superwash, but you would never know it.
I mean, yeah, it feels great. It's
It
gorgeous.
It does.
It's gorgeous. So, what was the name of that one again, Mom?
Bella Misa.
Bella Sama.
Bella Sama
Yeah.
by Michelle Wang.
Yeah.
She did it, I think, in a color, a yellow.
Okay. I'll link it below or put it in. Just so you guys know, the links haven't been working when I put the links in the show notes. In the actual YouTube show notes, not Ravelry show notes. So if I have time, maybe I'll put them in Ravelry, but the links have not been working when I put them in. I don't know what's going on with the YouTube. Maybe it's me, but it's probably me, but. Okay, so that's that. So that's all of our new stuff really, right? To show?
Except for my baby blanket.
Oh, it fell on the floor.
But I have it blocked. Can you believe that? So, the baby blanket envoy.
Involve? By Solman. I don't know how to pronounce that.
I know. I think she's French.
I will also put that in the notes. It's really pretty. How many skeins did you use? This is a worsted weight.
This is worsted weight. I think it called for DK. I did it on a size 7 needle. And as fancy as it looks like it is, it was really easy.
Yeah.
Memorize. I mean, I think it was like 6 rows. Really easy. But I thought it looked fancier.
Mm-hmm. How many skeins did you say? Did you already say that?
I used 2.
Only 2 skeins?
A little over 2. Yes.
So it looks small, but when you block it, it's gonna get it's gonna get probably 2 inches wider.
Oh yeah. See, I mean,
Yeah.
it'll be like that. I've been kind of in a knitting funk, so I just decided I'd do a baby blanket.
But she told me this morning she's working on something.
I am.
And then I said, well, can we talk about it on the podcast? And she said, no. Well, And that's how we left it. Is it color work?
It is. Just 2 colors.
Just 2 colors? Oh, easy 2 colors then. Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know how easy it is, but it's easy.
Well, people think 2 colors is easier than 3 colors.
Oh yeah, and it is.
You wouldn't do anything too complicated, would you?
No, never.
Never. Okay, so,
You want to show what you're
yeah,
working
I'll
on?
show this. I don't even think I've shown it to you. I've learned something.
Have you?
It's not miraculous by
Yeah.
any means. I've learned, remember when I go on these kicks about stitch markers and I'm at Vogue and I have to leave the table while everybody's drinking and having fun and decide that I have to go on a stitch marker hunt?
Yeah.
You only, me, and I should say me, not you. Not people.
Because
Just
I don't use stitch markers like that.
Well, I've decided I only want one fancy stitch marker. I only want one fancy stitch marker for the beginning of the round. The rest of the stitch markers need to be plain.
Okay.
Because I put out all of my Vogue, you know, I used them all. Of course,
Yeah.
frankly, I don't even need these stitch markers in here because I have the pattern memorized now,
Right.
right? And they're kind of annoying. But if you've been drinking wine, it might be good to have the stitch markers. Anyway,
Maybe for wine. My margaritas don't require stitch markers.
I need plain stitch markers.
I have some.
I know. I have a whole container of stitch markers. They're all fancy. Anyway.
Okay. We have some cocoa knits that would be perfect for that.
Okay, so this pattern is the Shelley Summer Crop by Nancy Reiki.
Getting pearly with it.
Getting Pearly with it. And I don't have a big picture. It's the Shelley Summer Top. She's doing a knit along. I think it started last week. I decided that I wanted to do it. I'm trying to decide which side is my right side and my wrong side.
Now that you may need to mark.
No, I don't need to mark it. So, here's the cool thing that I like about this. I have the pattern memorized.
Mm-hmm.
It only took a minute to memorize the pattern. It's a 4-stitch repeat.
Mm-hmm.
You do it X amount of times
Mm-hmm.
for 2 pieces.
Mm-hmm. And then you're going to sew it together
And then you're going to sew it together.
at the shoulders and the sides.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, in that stance, it's really easy. I'll probably complain about the X number of times I have to do the same thing, but it goes really fast.
Well, you're on DK, right?
Yeah, I'm using DK. I'm on a size 8 needle, even though Mom said first for me to try it on a 7.
You knit so loose.
But you know, maybe it's because of the lace, it doesn't matter
Maybe.
for me,
Maybe.
you know? And at first, I didn't think this bottom part was going to scallop like it did, so last night I was questioning. But then the further you go, the more it pulls up on its own.
Mm-hmm. That's what Feather and Fan does.
Yeah. So I am using one of my colors that I like, Wild Thing. I like the name too. It's a black and a brown and taupe color. Now, yes, I could have done something fun. I could have done pink. I could have done bohemian with it, but I was really thinking about wearing black linen pants, or since it's just kind of like a tee vest, wearing it over a top. So I wanted to make sure it was kind of a neutral thing. So that's why I'm going with this. And I'll say this, it's not that hard to see. To me, it really looks more like a dark brown than it does black, even though there's more black in it than there is brown. So it's an easy pattern. She does, I think she's got tutorials that you can watch for the Feather and Fan stitch if you need that. I didn't look at those because it's really just knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 1. And
That's it.
So here's the other thing I like about this.
Tell me.
You're gonna laugh.
Mm-hmm.
You aren't increasing. It doesn't get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And the rows don't get longer and longer and longer. Aren't I funny? Would you think I'm a knitter? No. Which is why I don't ever finish anything. But
You are definitely not a process knitter. You are project oriented, done, get it done.
well, that's why I like quilting, because you can see, you put the squares together, you see what it looks like. It's all about the mystery. Which is why I don't, and to, like you do too. Like Mom and I say that we would never buy kits.
No.
And it's hard for us to put kits together for people and understand why people really want kits.
Now, I can say that I do understand on the website, it's hard to visualize.
Yeah, you can't pick. You can't pick them and put them together.
And put them together.
Right.
So
Right.
if somebody has them laid out together, that's different. But yeah, you know, they say you judge people by yourself because that's all you have
To go by.
relate to.
Yeah.
And I would never pick a kit.
Right. Because you already know what that looks like. So, I mean, just truthfully, we're the exact opposite of a lot. I won't say most knitters because I don't know what the percentage is, but a lot of knitters want the kit because they know what it's going to look like. Usually there's a kit knit up, right? Or the colors are put together for them. For me, it's about the mystery of seeing what it looks like. And
then you're done.
And then once the mystery's over, I'm not as excited about it. So, anyway.
Definitely not a process knitter.
Anyway, so that's good too, because you know how long it's going to take you to do one repeat. It doesn't change.
And see, and I never gauge how long it's going to take.
I don't gauge how long it's going to take.
Some people will say,
I just,
you know, it takes.
I just think about it. I'm aware of, you know, you're adding, you know, 20 stitches every 2 rows, or, you know, now you have to bind off, you know, what is it sometimes? The numbers that you have to bind off? I mean, it's crazy. She'll say, you know,
300.
two more rounds of 260 stitches or whatever it is, you know. Anyway, so I like that about it.
Okay.
As I was knitting on it last night, I was thinking about the things I like about it.
Okay.
I do think I might like it better if it were done in a fingering weight, a little bit lighter than the DK, but then that would be really lacy, probably.
Yeah.
And it might not, you know. Anyway, so again, this is Getting Pearly with its Shelly Summer Top, and it's a quick knit. Oh, and I'm just using 2 skeins. So we'll find out. But my DK is 274 yards. So I think that, and I'm not really going to do the crop version. She has, you know, she has two different lengths. So we'll see. I might do in between the crop and the longer version.
15 is what you usually like from the underarm.
So we'll see. But anyway, so that's my latest thing I'm working on. I'm still working on ladyfingers. I was struggling because I wanted to have more of this done for the podcast, but then I also had this unrealistic goal of thinking that if I knit on my ladyfingers, I would be able to wear it on the podcast today. Until I found out that I still had about 4 inches.
Have you worked on the body that much?
I've got about 2 inches under the underarm.
Okay.
So I've got 2 more color sections to do.
And then the ribbing?
Yeah. And the color work for me is slow. So I'm slower with the color work because I don't hold it in 2 hands and all the things. And I try to keep one on top because if, you know, Mom had to help me with it. She would fuss at me if she had to take it out and it was all tangled. So anyway.
You can tell.
Yeah, you can tell when you take it out. I know you can tell if you don't take it out too, but
if you have to take it out and you're having to do the balls up under and over each other.
So my goal is to be able to wear one of these, either this one or ladyfingers next time.
Okay.
So I finally decided and accepted the fact that I wasn't going to be able to get ladyfingers done, and that I might as well just start knitting on this so that I had something to show you guys.
Well, you're better than me. I'm not knitting on anything.
Aren't I funny?
I've got a cowl I'm thinking about.
Come on, you're doing more than thinking about it.
Okay, so what else? I feel like we're slow and digressing here.
Really?
I do.
You want to pick it up?
No,
Okay, so we got Life in the Long Grass in.
Gorgeous colors.
We got Cozy Posy in.
Yes, gorgeous.
We didn't order enough Cozy Posy.
We did not.
Really, really pretty colors. Cozy Posy.
Yes.
Lots of light colors, lots of peachy pinks. Not so many dark colors. Got some blues and some greens. You've sold out of some colors too.
Yeah, I have.
This is the merino linen blend. What does she call it? Feather?
Feather. 90 merino, 10 linen.
It's really pretty. And we have a couple of ideas to talk about with it. And like I said, we got Life in the Long Grass. And Life in the Long Grass is Fine Sock. I keep forgetting what everything is. And Fine
75, 25, I think.
460 yards. And the Cozy Posy is
390.
So if I were to be here in the shop without Mom, we would just be
390
on the phone the whole time.
393 yards.
Mom, where's da-da-da-da-da? I can't see. I need my glasses. Anyway, I believe you.
It's 393.
So it seemed like there was another one that we got Julie Osselin in, more Pheno and more DK. The Zoo DK.
The walls are full.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna open.
As a matter of fact, we've got yarn on.
We got yarn on the couch, the chair.
I FaceTimed with somebody the other day and they said, "Is that yarn in the chair?" Yep, there's some yarn in the chair.
So, Mom, I'm going to let you talk about the, and she said she didn't want to talk today, by the way, so if you guys think I'm talking too much, it's because she said she wasn't in a talkative mood. But I'm going to make her talk about the V-Back Tee by Jamie Hoffman.
It is a really cute tee.
Where's your phone?
It's a real cute top-down, one-piece tee. And she's done it in scrappy, where you can just use leftovers.
See that?
She has done it in fingering. She's done it in DK. She's just come out with a DK version.
That one's really pretty. I like this one. The light.
You can do it all in one color. I think she's got directions for up to 5 colors.
Did you already say that it's done in DK, but she originally did it in fingering?
I said she just released the DK version.
Okay. Here's one done in solid. You guys
And
see
it's
that?
reversible. You can wear the front and the V in the front or the V in the back. And so it has a really pretty shaping to it, done by increases along the spine in the front and the back, which is what gives it that V shape. I personally think I would like it done in fingering. Imagine that.
Well, you'd have a little bit more drape with fingering, right?
Right.
And one of the things we were looking at the sizes when we did it, and we said there's no ease
Right.
built into it. Or was that the other sweater we were looking at that said that?
No, it was this one. It said, that you didn't really want a lot of ease. 2 to 4. No, 0 to 2.
So you must increase after the bust to get that flowiness underneath it, because it's fitted through here,
And then it
kind of gets loose.
A-line.
Yeah, kind of A-line-ish,
Mm-hmm.
which would be very flattering.
I would think so.
Whether the V's in the front or the V's in the back.
Well, you have a spine in the front and a spine in the back, either way. A center stitch.
So you're saying that it's going to fit the same regardless of whether it's
the V's in the front,
in the front or the V's in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Which was, I guess, what makes it truly reversible.
Right.
So,
I said, Heather, you want one of these?
what did I say?
No. So,
What else did I say?
you want me to design? Your head's got to be in the right place to design, which is hard these days. It's hard to stay focused, which is one of the reasons I did the baby blanket.
So talk about some of the, I didn't pick this out, but Mom picked it out. This is the Cozy Posy 3 colors that we think would be really pretty. I showed this a minute ago. This is Ruby, Pinky Promise, oh that's a good name, and True Colors. So that's one combo for Cozy Posy. And again, you could do it in solid, or you could do it in 4, right?
She's got it where you could do it any way you wanted to do it. You could do it in stripes.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them that are shown done in stripes. You could do it in 4.
So here was like the 4 that Mom picked out, that also in Cozy Posy. Or you could do it in 3 of these. See them? So this is citrine and honeycomb and hunter's moon.
I really like this hunter's moon, and those
and
are
bear.
not, and those are not my colors.
And bear. Bear is pretty black, pretty dark. Just saying. So anyway, so that's three other colors there of Cozy Posy. Again, this has got a little bit of the linen in it.
What did I have? I may have just had these 2 together.
I don't know. We got whole bunches. Here's another one, right?
Rose
so that's
quartz.
Jewel. So, Rose Quartz is a popular one of hers too. That's the one that when she posts on Instagram, everybody goes crazy over. So this is Rose Quartz. It's a little bit different than
Pinky Promise.
Pinky Promise in that the base is pink. In the Pinky Promise, this one is a little bit more taupey or brown. So Rose Quartz, Amethyst, and Jewel. So more good colors there. I'm gonna get these out of the way while we do this.
Okay.
So that's that. And then if you want to talk about
Combos.
Life in the Long Grass, one of the things Mom likes about Life in the Long Grass is that they kind of do a pretty fade. So there's lots of options. We kind of got them messed up, Mom.
So that was the blue option.
So I'm doing this, right? We're doing this, and we said, should we make kits up for this? Just when we think we're caught up for a minute, we're not, you know? So this is a blue option, and these are all on the website. So you can look at all the blues if you would like. One is Rain. One is Blue Silver. Is that right? Silver?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Blue Silver. That's this blue. And then this one is Harbor.
Blue Silver is one of her new colors.
Is it?
Rain is as well.
So this one would be pretty. What is that one there, Mom? The purples that you picked out.
Imagine.
These kind of look the same to me.
They're not.
Pressed Flower and Pewter.
But would make a good fade.
Mm-hmm. Pressed Flower's got a little bit more purple in it. This one.
That's probably my favorite color of hers.
And then I really need my glasses. Rose Garnet, I think is what that one says.
Yes.
Rose Garnet. So that's another 3 right there of that one. Pewter. So there was one for this one too that you picked out using that color.
Probably these 3. So this one is Rose Garnet again, Dusky, and Pressed Flowers. So that would be a pretty fade.
Oh, I like that one.
So this one is Andesol, Seed Head, and Wheat.
I'll hold them up. That'd be pretty for fall, which is going to be here before you know it. Because everything is going by in a blink, thankfully. I think it's thankfully.
So here's 3 more. This is powder, floral, and crush.
Yeah, this is a pretty summer palette for sure. Crush, powder, and floral. And again, you guys can email us with questions and call Mom.
There's another one.
Antique. It's funny how antique is always pink. Why isn't it brown? You know, it's always pinky brown. Brashul.
That's a new one too of hers.
It's pretty. It's got a little bit of the green in it. And then this one is Morelands.
And you could, if you wanted 4, you could put that one in with it too.
Yeah, it's really pretty. And this one is called Baroque. Okay. We haven't even begun to like go through all of the colors. There's some pretty reds.
And then this is unlike me, but I really like that one. So hold that one open.
So this is Autumn and Cactus Moon Soil?
Moonstone.
No, there's no T.
Okay.
And Seed Head. It's pretty. So, I mean, there's tons of combos. How many colors did we get of Life in the Long Grass, Mom?
30.
30? Okay. And then what else did we want to talk about, Mom? We wanted to talk about Wonderlight.
That's Tip's new sweater.
That one's done in DK, right?
It is.
So, did she use DK? Talk about what she used.
No, she used 2 fingerings. And I want to say she used Julie Osselin, maybe Julie Osselin's new Merino Yak.
You guys see that? She did it in dark colors with a trim on the sleeve and the collar.
And the ribbing at the bottom.
Yeah. Nope. The ribbing on the bottom is not done.
No, it's not.
Not done in dark blue. She kept it the same so it didn't cut you off right there at the bottom. Can you guys see that? So what's the name of this one again? This is called Wonderlight. And it's basically stockinette with a little decorative stitch in the body to give it interest. And then she used herringbone on the cuffs.
Did she?
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure that's herringbone on the cuffs and the collar.
She likes herringbone.
Yeah. But it's pretty and it's very wearable. The sleeves are a little bit longer than just no sleeve. So that's a new one that's out. Again, that one's DK or
2 fingerings.
Or 2 fingerings held together. And then, the Mad Bee tee. So, I don't know. I was scrolling through Instagram. I'm not really familiar with that designer. Afia is who it's designed by. Again, it's called the Mad Bee tee. And it's also done in DK. It's just another summer top. Can you guys see that one? It's really cute.
And it takes 4 colors, 2 skeins of one color, and 1 skein of the other colors.
Now, is this brioche in the collar and the sleeve, Mom?
No, that's called a something rib. It's not brioche.
It's not brioche? How can you tell? I don't know if I really want to know.
It's a 2-color ribbing.
Let's see if I can find another picture. Can you guys see that? It looked interesting to me. Part of it's probably the colors that she chose. I know it's purple and gold, which
Is it purple or is it navy?
it's purple. It's purple for sure. Again, that one is by Afia. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And now I'm looking to see if I can find
A what?
a picture of the length of it. Because it's not really cropped, but it's not really long either.
It would come to the top of your pants.
Yeah, and it comes to the top of her skirt there.
Yeah.
And what's interesting too is she's done that middle section in the darker color, right? So it's kind of flattering. Not that anybody needs, help in the middle section, but
I'm always a firm believer though of light on the top and dark on the bottom.
dark on the bottom. Yeah. So anyway, so that's another one. Again, that's the Mad BT. And did I pick out colors for that for mine?
You did.
Is it just 3 colors?
It's 4.
Well, that's not going to work because I don't have 4 colors.
Well,
I can make 4 colors real quick. So these are, this would be a blue combo with a little bit of the gold, which is pretty actually with the starlight.
and the 4th color takes very little.
Is that the line that goes across? Yeah. And then this navy, of course, would probably be the body, the darker part. So this is Starlight, Essential Blue, and Mont Blanc, and Bee's Knee. But I mean, there's all kinds of combos that you could come up with.
Put secrets with this.
Oh, secrets? Yeah. So, secrets, Bee's Knee. This is Summer, and Ribbons and Bows. So that would also be really pretty. So that's just 2 combos. I don't have that many of the variegateds in DK. I don't do them in all of the bases.
No.
So that makes it a little bit limiting as far as picking out colors. But we have the Julie Osselin DK too, right? So there's DK options there.
I think you had one other one on your list.
To talk about?
Yeah.
Oh, you wanted to talk about that one.
The Anchor Summer Tea.
By Petite Knit.
By Petite Knits, yeah. I've seen it done up and it really is nice.
And that one they just do in a solid.
Yes. And it's just DK.
Just a plain DK.
I would do it in a solid color because it would show off the yoke on it.
This one just kind of shows you the detail at the top, if you guys can see that. There's one that's done in a darker red. It's kind of plain.
It is kind of plain, but it's a very wearable sweater.
Yeah.
The sleeves are a little bit longer. I think the sleeves come almost to the elbow.
Pretty one done in gray. So that's ANKER Summer Shirt.
And it's by Petite Knits.
By Petite Knits. In DK. So.
And it looked like 4 skeins would take you up above a 44.
4 skeins?
Of DK.
So 4 skeins. So maybe 3 skeins if you're smaller than a 44?
Yes.
Okay, what else?
I think that's all.
We talked about our news flashes at the beginning.
We did.
Mom's big surgery.
He told me I could knit as soon as I could stand the pain.
Of knitting? Oh boy.
He doesn't know me very well.
He doesn't know how much knitting you do, or he doesn't know, how much pain you can stand.
Exactly.
Well, that'll be interesting. You'll feel better once you
My
get it done.
arms will be in a sling for a while before we start physical therapy.
Yeah. So on the next podcast, you're going to be in a sling?
Yes. unless we do one before I go in.
Do we need to do one before you go in case it's your last time?
It might be my last time. I don't know.
All right. Well, I don't have anything else. I hope everybody's staying safe out there. I hope you guys understand us not opening right now. And,
I miss everybody too. I wander around in here all day by myself, going from one place to the next.
We have been busy though. Mom's got the whole new web store almost ready.
I do.
And so she's been busy doing that. So that's been good to have the time to do that too.
Under normal circumstances, I would have never had the time to do that because we had to take all new pictures.
Yeah. So
I feel really, and we did a true inventory of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel really good about that. We're going to try and go live with that the 1st of July. I'm bound and determined to get it done before I have surgery because it might be my last contribution.
So funny. All right, guys. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We're almost to 5,000. When we get to 5,000 subscribers, we'll do another giveaway for sure. And you can find us at www.knothouseyarns.com. And you can find us on Facebook as The Knot House, and on Ravelry, Knot House Yarns, and Instagram, Knot House Yarns. So we appreciate you watching. We appreciate all of the orders, all of the support.
We do appreciate all the support.
We've had, we're fortunate to have the support that we do, and we do recognize that.
And we appreciate it.
Yep. So thank you all, and we will talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.